In episode 79, Dafook decided to make a third part, which means that this is where we will find out what we were waiting for from the full episode. For example, this screenshot shows Dafook talking about what will happen in the third part of episode 79. In addition to the usual sad and happy emotions, the most interesting thing is that the third part will give viewers a lot of information, as promised. I would venture to guess that this refers to the decryption of the conversation between Gman and the UFO toilet from episode 60. It also refers to other mysteries, such as when Gman was one of the commanders in the hierarchy of Astro toilets. But the most interesting thing you will learn in this video is what will be shown in the full 79th episode and why we can expect a sharp plot twist there, so you don't miss anything. As always, I ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. Well, let's get started. It seems to me that if we were shown a transcript of the conversation from episode 60, it would look like a logical ending. Think about it. At the moment when Mafia Toilet were in mortal danger, there was a hint that neither Watchman of Doom nor the Astro Duchess stood a chance against their commander. It is logical to assume that they were talking about Gman, and this is another hint at his imminent return, because Dafook likes to add such hidden details. Most likely, the Mafia and Berserk Toilet flew after Gman, who is supposed to appear on the battlefield, although it is possible that their target could have been the armada of speakermen, capable of helping to save the remnants of the squad with key and powerful characters. I think that in the full 79th episode, we will see a huge number of different characters from various locations and races. We can already assume that one of the additional scenes will definitely show us the Speakerman base. According to the logic of the plot, this is where the remaining squad that survived the events of the second part of episode 79 could be evacuated. At this point, it would be convenient for Dafook to at least partially show us the Speakerman Titan. Even a brief glimpse of it will allow viewers to assess its combat capabilities and possible new improvements. Most likely, Dafook is deliberately delaying the appearance of the Speakerman base, because according to the plan, it should be the most secret and at the same time the safest place. It is even possible that it is not located on Earth at all, but somewhere in space. Just remember episode 78. There we saw a whole armada of speakermen, and their aircraft looked so space-like that they could move at incredible speeds comparable to Astro toilets. Not to mention that even the female speakerman showed incredible speed, destroying entire groups of these Astro toilets. The half-Titan speakerman also possessed a device for rapid movement, similar to that used by large Astro toilet fighters, including the Duchess. And if we recall the words of Dafook, who promised that the episodes would take place not only on land, but also on water, in space, and other places, then we can confidently say that the Speakerman's base will indeed be shown. It's just that Dafook saved a special moment for its appearance. With a high probability, about 90%, we will indeed be able to see Gman in the additional scenes. If the assumptions mentioned above turn out to be correct, then immediately after his conversation with the UFO toilet, events will take on a new momentum. In the full episode, the entire G Squad, led by Gman, will look for ways to get out of the current situation. It is quite possible that we will witness a dialogue in which Gman announces to his comrades that the time has come to use the secret weapon. However, before that, he will most likely have to meet with the Titan Speakerman, because in my opinion, he is also directly connected with this weapon. This is not surprising. Both Titans now represent a colossal force. One is about to complete his transformation into a full-fledged Titan, and the other has most likely already received key improvements that have significantly increased his combat potential. It is also curious that Dafook often repeats events in new episodes that we have already seen before. Take Plunger Man and Cameraman as an example. She adopted his mannerisms. She made bold gestures, attacked the strongest opponents alone, and showed no fear. Some viewers mistakenly decided that Camerawoman had died, but later it became clear that this was not entirely true, and I will talk about this a little later. This is just one major example of recurring plot motifs, although if we were to list all such moments, the analysis would easily take more than an hour. It is especially worth remembering that Gman and the Titan Speakerman already worked together between episodes 32 and 57. Then the fandom dubbed them the Evil Duo, because they literally swept away everyone in their path. And if these two reunite in the new episodes, viewers will undoubtedly experience a strong sense of nostalgia and references to the most memorable moments of the old episodes. Everything I've said so far is just logical points that should be shown to us in the full 79th episode. However, if we dig a little deeper and try to look at the plot from a different angle, a completely different picture of how events unfold emerges. Imagine, in one of the additional scenes, viewers are shown the secret agent's room again. It is there that the mysterious character, first shown during Camerawoman's death, appears. Perhaps Dafouk really decided to get rid of her, but only temporarily. It is possible that we will be able to see the scene from Camerawoman's perspective. In this scene, she meets Plungerman, who tells her that she shouldn't risk her life the way he did. After all, it would be extremely strange to remove Camerawoman right now. The attention to her has become too great lately, because most of the flashbacks are connected with her, and these flashbacks do not show what happened in that very failed experiment. Therefore, it is logical to assume that if at least part of these events are shown in the full 79th episode, viewers will immediately be intrigued and will wait for the continuation of the series with even greater interest. It is possible that in the full 79th episode, viewers will finally see several Astro toilets, which viewers have been waiting for a long time. Astro Juggernaut can be put first on the list. After the 25th season, many wondered, did he believe Gman's words and will he cooperate with the Alliance? After all, Juggernaut surely has access to important information, and it is logical to assume that he could reveal the location of one of the Astro toilet bases. One of their bases almost certainly exists on Earth. It may be small, but it contains extremely valuable materials and technologies. The next character that viewers have been wanting to see for a long time is Astro Scorpion. He last appeared in episode 72 when he fought Gman. It was Juggernaut who saved him then, so it cannot be ruled out that he will be able to convince Astro Scorpion to work with him and Gman, especially since Gman is his former commander, which means they have a chance to come to an agreement. It will be particularly interesting to see Scorpio's new technologies, as his claws are a unique and multifunctional development in themselves. There have been many rumors surrounding him for a long time. Some believe that he is incredibly powerful and important to the plot, while others are convinced that he is the husband of Astro Duchess because a ring was once spotted on her hand, and at the same time, rumors about the mysterious Duke began to circulate. All that is known for certain about him at this point is that he is a powerful character. However, it is impossible to say whether he will be a truly significant and important hero or whether he will turn out to be overrated. As they say, time will tell. If Dafouk decides to use the technique of introducing spies and showing viewers the conversations of Astro toilets or their noble fighters, then the appearance of these scenes in the full 79th episode would be a great way to gradually reveal new storylines and maintain viewer interest. And finally, I can't help but mention the possible return of Titan Cameraman. Think about it. There has been absolutely no news about him for over a year in real time. It is quite possible that in one of the scenes we will hear a hint of his existence. For example, a phrase may be heard in a conversation that contact with him has been reestablished. Another option is that the secret agent will instruct one of his assistants, such as Lucky Cameraman, to show the squad where Titan Cameraman is hiding. Even if he is weakened or damaged, the main thing is that he is alive and well. This would be one of the most memorable scenes of the episode, as interest in Titan Cameraman has only grown during this time. I want to believe that it will really open up new storylines and unexpected twists for us, because after the release of the second part, many viewers were disappointed. The episode did not seem as epic as expected. Well, as always, this is Super Cameraman signing off. Good luck, everyone, and see you later.